Back to the second game of tonight between the NiCe community members. So we got Gyella on the top left, and Zerg on the bottom right.
That is indeed, that's what's going on. That's true. So Gyella, you can stand under his umbrella. Yeah, he's got probably as good of a chance as MellOw did at taking down Zerg, dude, in a 1v1. I mean, dude, Zerg, like, I bet Zerg will win this one too, just because Zerg's that good, but I've seen Gyella play pretty good. I'd say maybe he's a little stronger Protoss than MellOw. What do you think? Stronger, weaker, same?
Gyella's not a Protoss player. If you notice the clan tag names, it actually says
Z, right?
Yeah,
so he's a Zerg
it says
player.
our
your race that you play.
Our main race. Yeah, so he's actually doing off race against Zerg.
I'm aware of that. Actually, I did not read the name well enough, so thank you for reminding me of that. So he's off racing. So how do you think his toss is? If he's a Zerg player, you think he's good with toss, or not that good? I guess we'll find out.
I have never seen his Protoss. I've seen his Terran and his Zerg, but this is completely like new territory for me.
Yeah, I guess we'll.
I mean, I think that my Protoss would be a little stronger than his.
Anyway, yeah, we see Zerg, doing. I think it was an overpool again, right?
Yeah,
I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, it looks like it was.
That's a overpool. So, yeah, that's a we'll see how Gyella responds once he scouts. He's gonna scout Zerg second, and he's gonna find this. He's gonna we'll see if this hatch. He's doing an overpool with a hatchery. We'll see if he can get it down or if Gyella can block. If he sees it right now, but he doesn't block.
Oh, I think he was trying to as well. He saw a probe go back there for a second.
He did, but now he's in the main and he's seeing the base.
He sees 6 Zerglings.
Oh, I just want to say, Gales actually was playing with fire. He went Nexus first, right? And his probe, like he saw, like when he went to Zerg's base, he saw like the spawning pool, right? And he saw eggs already morphing. So if those eggs had been 6 lings, well, it looks like they're gonna be 4 Zerglings, right? And if they go straight to Gyala's base right now, I mean, it's gonna be over. But it looks like they are going straight to his base, so, or at least two of them are.
That's right, and the interesting thing is, the lings are out. He only made 2 lings. Now, if I were Gyella and I saw this, I would probably even go gateway. I would definitely. He's only going 1 cannon. Now that's what you want to do because 2 lings. I mean, that's not going to do nothing, dude. You can go 1 cannon. You can go no cannons.
He scouts.
And, honestly, it won't even be bad. And he's getting a 3rd. I like that from Zerg. He knows that since Gyella is getting his 2nd base, to Zerg to be even with the 2 base toss needs a 3 base for Zerg. So he's doing a 3 base build. I like that from Zerg. He knows he needs that 3 base economy. Gonna make a lot of drones. He's gonna pump from 3 bases. He's doing what he's supposed to do here. I like this. I like this a lot.
But actually, I have to apologize. I thought Zerg was actually going straight for Gyala's base with the Zerglings, but it turned out the Zerglings he sent out, they were just scouts. So one Zergling went down to the bottom left, and one went to the bottom right.
Yeah.
So so I guess Gyala is going to get away with it. He's going to get away with that Nexus first, even before forging Gateway, right, against Overpool. So.
Yeah, and the thing is, he sees what he mostly sees is that he sees that Gyella, he sees a lot of good stuff, man. He sees Gyella's not cheesing him, because if he, there's always that, crazy toss that goes, a hidden expo at a far-flung side of the map, like the 3rd, or it goes for a proxy gateway. You never know, so he's just covering his bases, man. It's like in baseball, you want to, keep the guy on first who's leading honest by throwing it to the first baseman. He's just doing that right now. He's just making sure that there's no cheese and he's not finding any. There's no funny business here. Gyella's playing standard. playing it by the book. He's not doing anything unstandard. So
We can actually see Gyella coming out with 2 Zealots. One's already in the base, but I think Zerg's going to be on top of it. He's trying to target the drones, but you know Zerg's control is too good. You see, he's pulling away the injured drones, right? The ones that are targeted by the Zealot, and I feel like Gyella shouldn't have sent the second Zealot. It's just going to be, you know, a throwaway again. But I guess the silver lining to this is he does scout the Spire, right, with the Zealot that went to the main. So I mean, there's that, right? So he knows it's probably going to be, you know, some kind of Mutalisk first play instead of a Hydralisk like play, right?
Yeah, you know, he probably does. I think Gyella is a smart player to know that Zerg is an adaptable player. He's going to throw a bunch of different builds at him. What Gyela's doing is a very standard. He's doing Corsair and he's getting a Citadel. Probably going to go for a DT, maybe Zealot legs, and he's upgrading +1 attack. So he's going for the very, you know, Milk and Cheerios type of PvZ where you just go standard. Zerg is going Spire, and he's got his Den, so Zerg's actually going that Milk and Cheerios Zerg versus Toss too, with the really typical build there where he's just where he's got the Spire. So you know, this looks good for Zerg. I think Zerg is not going to be under too much pressure too quickly. I think Jella's got a foundation for a macro game, which is good for him too. But I think Zerg probably, if he can defeat, he's got good SimCity, he's got the building block on his natural on his third too, so he can fit some Sunkens.
Oh, did you see that? He lost, Gyella lost both of his Corsairs actually right there to Scourge.
Oh, that's bad for Gyella. Yeah, those Corsairs, like, you know, that's always we run that risk when Zerg goes Spire first to try to defend it, and that's exactly what Zerg wants, is to get some nice Scourge kills and delay Gyella from building up like maybe a fleet of Corsairs, which he could do, but he didn't do. And then now there's going to be a Zealot attack now.
No, I just want to say, it turns out I was wrong. Actually, Zerg was actually just getting that Spire, I guess, for the early, what you call those early Scourge, right? He's actually not going to go meet those first.
Well, he has the choice to either go them or to go Scourge, and I think going Scourge is probably a good choice now. You know,
right.
The Zealot attack is actually going to be a nice time. You know, he's got 6 Zealots now. They're all got +1 attack, and this is going to do damage. I think it will hold. I think the Hydras will be enough Hydras here to kill the Zealots. But this is a nice attack, and I like Gyella that Gyella wants to be aggressive now and hit Zerg before he's maybe got his macro fully rolling. So. This is good, but Zerg has got enough Hydras to hold, so it won't defend it will be a complete defense for Zerg. He lost a few sunken in the drone or two, but overall he defends cleanly.
Right. I'm actually kind of worried for Gyella now because he threw away so many of those Zealots, and we can see Zerg is actually, he's clearly doing the 5 hatch like huge Zerg Hydra bust kind of play, because he has 5 hatcheries already, right? And with the evolution chamber. So with Gyella throwing away so many Zealots, and he's already taken a quick third, when this 5 hatch hits, and it's gonna hit hard, I mean, I don't know if he has enough units to really stop this, right?
That's a good point. I think that
even if he doesn't break Gyella right with his big, you know, push, he's gonna be able to control the map pretty easy.
That's completely accurate, and we're going to see him do that or attempt that now. He's almost at Jella's base, and I think there's a DT. This one DT is like the one thing, but if it doesn't for that DT, look, he can bust Gyella now. Jella's only got 1. Gyella took his third with cannons, which I like. But other than that, man, like, OV speed is done. These Templars are here. The Storms, if he has Storm, I don't know if Storm's ready and the Hydras are running in, dude. Jella's getting
don't have enough energy, though.
It's either not enough energy, it's not research. Oh, this has got to be really bad for Gyella, man. He's making Archons, but, like, dude, like, there's nothing else. There's no Storm. And this amount of Hydras is going to eat these Archons up for Milk and Cheerios, dude. This is nothing for this. I don't think that Gyella is defended properly here. he needs Psy Storm, he needs more cannons, he needed a better scouting that this was about to happen to him, he needed some sort of smarter plan for the mid game than what he has, which is nothing at all. And
well, I think Gyella got a little bit too greedy. I mean, he took the fast third. Then he also threw away a ton of zealots on that attack. You know what I mean? On the Zerg third.
that's really.
He had all those forces there. Maybe you know he could have held this, right?
I agree with that. And the storm is done, but it doesn't really hit the clump. You want that to hit the clump of hydras, and he missed it. A better idea would be to just like control most of things with yeah, I mean, you know, you go for that early attack, you're taking a gamble that if it doesn't do damage, your defense is going to be weak. He defended his third, okay, he's got 3 cans. I mean, if Zerg sees his third, though, that'll go down 3 cans. It's not actually that much, so yeah, I think he was too greedy. I think that's exactly what it was. It's over greed.
The point what I was saying is that like if he didn't go for, like, even if he didn't go for this fast third and converted all of this, well, I mean he has he's got a lot of minerals and gas actually banked up, but if he hadn't taken this fast third and if he actually used up all his minerals, you know what I mean, and the minerals are all units, he probably could have held, you know, the natural, right?
Right.
Like what I was trying to, yeah, like what you were saying earlier as well. I think it was just a too greedy, you know, like throwing away zealots and getting your third at the same time, and you know all that stuff, right?
Right. I think it is true. The best part is that now he's moving out, but now Zerg's gonna retreat a bit. Zerg does have +1 missiles on hydras, and +1 weapons did finish for Gyella, so this is a good army for Protoss. It might be able to run through this Zerg army, but Zerg is that 4th now, so he's about to macro like really a lot, and they're gonna have a fight here at this bridge, and I think Zerg's gonna retreat, which he should do. Zerg's not critically hasn't scouted that third base, and I think that's one thing that Gyella has going for him now. Even though Gyella is behind, they're losing a natural, which we agreed was bad for Gyella, but now that third, he still has that third that Zerg hasn't seen or attacked. I mean, that's not good for Gyella. I mean, for Zerg, it's good for Gyella, bad for Zerg, right? You would agree.
Right, yeah, I think that is the silver lining right now for Gyella, you know, that hidden third, you know, really paid for itself. Paying for itself right now, yeah. But I still think Zerg is in a commanding position, though. If you take a look, you know, he's got so many hatches, so many macro hatches up. He's got a strong economy, right? And,
yeah, that's right.
You know, Hive is already up.
Yeah, I think that now with these workers, this is going to be really nice for defending more in the mid game. Gyella is going to attack again, and I think he feels like he has spurs on his heels. Like he's got to do something to Zerg, because without like hurting Zerg is getting too big, and Gyella can't deal with Zerg when he gets huge. So he's going to come in here, but this isn't enough. This Hydra, look how many workers. He's got workers too. There's no obs. That's gonna be a really hard hit for Gjella's gonna have to retreat, because dude, he has no obs, and Zerg has got you know, all this +1 missile, and like what, you know, that's terrible for Gyella, dude. I mean, like why should he do that, dude? You know, that's just bad. So
the army is actually really favoring Zerg right now. You can see the supply differences as well. Zerg at 152, Gyella at 111.
Right.
So yeah, Zerg with a commanding lead right now.
Indeed. Yeah, I think the lead is definitely with Zerg now. The workers are a strong influence on the Zerg's lead. And the obs, critically, not a single obs.
Oh, he loses both of those Templars. Did you see that right there?
Yeah, that was great micro from Zerg using the pick off with the Hydras. He's really good with that. First obs is out. He's gonna need that versus the workers. I think that if Zerg just scouts, like sends one unit, he'll see this base look at in the lower left at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. He can kill that. if he only knew it was there, I'm sure he'll figure it out that it's there soon. Right now, like a group of wings are going toward it, and he sees it. That base will die very quick, and a big fight. A lot of goons and Hydras fighting. Another bunch of zealots come through. Storm. Okay, Storm kills some stuff, and kind of a Protoss retreat. I think Protoss realizes he doesn't have just a little too little units to fight these much Hydras. And Zerg is just a macro monster. To look at how much units he's got. He's got 60 supply lead. He's got 174 supply, and Gyella only's got 120. And we know that obviously favors Zerg. And his main, he could run in the main and kill these Templar. It's totally undefended. He could. It looks like he's going for a sandwich maybe of this army now. I don't know. Oh, Templars running up at me. It's the Storm. Look at this fucking group.
All those Templars, all those Storms.
He's just walking by. Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, at least he gets some of them off, right? He gets at least some Storms
all
off.
in the same place. That's really not good though. But now this army's like gonna go bye bye now, and that's really fucking good, dude. Really just amazing right there. And yeah, man, I think
I mean, this game's basically over. Unfortunately,
that was the fight that Zerg needed to take even more of a lead now, and then that was just a commanding kind of fight that we knew Zerg was gonna probably take a fight like that and win with the size of army he has. Gyella doesn't have much that can fight that size. You know, +2, +1, 0. No, I mean, look, dude, it's just not really the kind of fight Gyella can afford to lose, and he did lose that fight. And now, you know, as we move ahead in the game,
well, yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, Gyella really needed to at least keep that army alive. I mean, if that army basically was, I feel was his last chance, you know. Now he's just so behind in supply, almost 100 supply down. You can see Zerg basically maxed. You know, by now, and,
that's huge, really huge. Zerg's got 2-1 on his wings. Gyella's got 2 attacking on his zealots. He's got
2-2. Zerg's got 2-2 on his range, right? On Hydras and Lurkers.
And that's, all of this is just very, very, very hard for Gyella to deal with. He's going up this ramp here, and this is gonna probably be cost efficient too, even though this will die. Look at these wings with the upgrades, man, just get so much done up there. And now a huge, I think he's kind of just beating around the bush here. I don't know if he wants to drop, I don't know, his micro is a little suspect. Oh, he's gonna go for the third. Big storms there by Gyella.
Oh, very good storms, naturally.
That was actually very, very cost efficient. But I don't think that Zerg can really lose anyway, because his army's he's even got more where that came from. You know, he's still supplying this position. He's gonna run wings. He's got Hydra. He's got Lurk. He's got a 5th base, 6th base. He's got a 3-3 probably on the way if it's not 2-3 Hydras. Yeah, this is not good. I don't know. I think Gyella, that's GG. He made an Arbiter, but GG. Well done. Zerg wins